Now, one thing that makes kayaking and fishing really simple is the method of jigging. I don't know if it's effective for trout, but it's certainly effective for lingcod. It's effective for rockfish. It's good for halibut, and it does work for salmon, and it works for big salmon. It does help to have a fish finder. It's near impossible to do it without a fish finder, unless you're just looking to go kind of in water that you know is excessively deep than where you're going to be jigging. Maybe you'll be targeting coho salmon. They're generally a little bit higher up in the water, around the kind of 40-50 feet range. You'll happily catch them, maybe a bit shallower. They'll go as deep as often 100 feet. Any deeper than that, you're looking for chinook salmon. But the difficulty is, if you don't have a fish finder or sonar system to actually see where the bottom is, and you hit bottom, a lot of the time you kind of accidentally hook into rockfish and lingcod, or just snag the bottom, and that's not fun. But with a fish finder, you can really target the fish quite successfully, as hopefully I can show you. It doesn't really matter what depth you're at. You're kind of looking for bait fish. Bait fish will often, depending on the frequency, might show up as the bottom of the ocean, when in actual fact it's a big group of herring. And what you can often do a lot of the time is, you see a big bunch of bait fish, you can jig amongst the bait fish, and you will foul hook herring. You'll pull them to the surface. You'll notice, because the rod will just feel slightly different, but it's got no weight to it really. It'll just move differently, and then you'll pull it to the surface and it'll be a herring. It's always a good idea to check your jigging lure if the motion or the feel of it changes. Sometimes it can tangle itself up, that kind of thing. But yeah, all you're looking for are these like lines around the bait fish, and that is certainly below depths of well, you know, below depths, any depth really. If you see little lines around these shoals of bait fish, that'll be a hungry salmon. And if there's one hungry salmon, there's a load of them. And often you can just keep hooking into them. Even with king salmon, you can hook, you know, I've hooked 10 within 10 minutes, like almost every cast. So it's quite successful. So we're going to see, we're out at early in the morning, 7 a.m. and we're going to see if we can catch, and if we can catch quickly, and then I can go and catch my ferry home. Okay, so as you can see from those videos, I've got fish at 50 feet, 100 feet, and 150 feet, and even down to 200 feet. From 150 to 200 is probably chinook salmon, and there's a whole load of them feasting on the bait fish. It's a small current, so I'm just putting the motor on a very low speed to keep me from moving from this spot. I'm just going to try and keep this jigger vertical, and then we'll see what happens. See if we get one first bite. I'm going to drop straight down to 100 feet. Fish on. So we'll know what fish it is when it starts to fight. It doesn't fight to dogfish. This one's pulling, but it's not fighting. It's 100 feet up, so it is not a lingcod or a rockfish or something. It could be a dogfish, that'd be annoying. It's quite heavy, but it's not fighting just yet. Usually salmon come straight to the surface and they start to jump about. They'll go for a run. If it goes for a run, it's not a dogfish. Yeah, this is just a dogfish. Okay, so we do have some fish at 200 feet now. They will likely be chinook, so I'm going to go straight to 200. Not much current now, so we can get the lure wherever we want. Even a light lure. I'm just using a 3-ounce lure right now. I'd usually have a 6-ounce lure going, but it's not too much current, so I think we'll get away with it. Okay, so the real line counter is down at 200 feet. There's a little bit of an angle, so we're more likely at 180 feet or something, but I'm just going to use the motor to try and make the line a little bit more vertical in the water, so the bait is down at the lure's down at 200 feet. I think I've got a bait fish. Maybe not, I don't. Doesn't seem very powerful, but I've got something. Might be another dogfish. Well, this one's coming to the surface fast, so this might be a salmon, but a smaller salmon. Might have hooked this very, very small fish though. Oh well, he's gone for a swim. We might have a salmon. Dogfish don't do this. He just hasn't fought yet. It's a salmon. It's a salmon. Yeah, he's shaking his head now. Oh, there he goes. So he's got lots of energy left in him, so he'll go for a good number of fights here, try and shake that hook out. And he knows it might work. Oh God, yeah, he's a big one. All right. Just didn't want to fight. Okay. Oh. Okay, after all that. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful Pacific chinook salmon. I told you, didn't I? Right on top of his head. Put the bait right on top of his head. And we got him. What a beauty.